Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Is it actually happening? Is it actually done? Well, the latest rumours that are in the pipeline is about Ousmane Dembele, and all Chelsea fans are absolutely gassed about this one. I can tell. I know many, I can see many. I'm not on Twitter anymore, right? But I can see many people, not even just on Twitter, I mean everywhere, talking about how they're constantly going online. They're going on Twitter. Oh my God, Dembele, is he signing? Has he signed? Dembele, what's going on? Dembele, is he coming to Chelsea? Have Chelsea got Dembele? That's what I'm hearing. That is all I'm hearing. So I found one little piece of information and I want to share it with you. And let me explain. I'll show you and then I will explain. Because some people are going to take this with a pinch of salt. And I know some people are going to look at this and go, oh my God, it's happening. I'll explain everything very shortly. Here it is from ES Grimes. She says Dembele signs the last minutes at Chelsea. Done deal. She reported 9 hours before that Dembele is to join Tuchel's Chelsea. She also said a week ago that Dembele agreed personal terms with Chelsea and Chelsea were working to wrap the deal up ASAP. Well, now that the ownership situation is actually done, she's come out publicly and said he has signed. It's a done deal. Or at least if he hasn't actually signed the paper yet, but everything is agreed and in place between player and Chelsea Football Club. So, is it happening? ES Grimes, right? As far as I'm concerned, I look at history and she is reliable. What I'm expecting, in the next 24 to 48 hours, here we go again. I told you guys when the transfer window, I mean, it's not even open yet. I said a few days ago, when the transfer window opens, we're going to be hearing 48 hours FC. We're going to be hearing all this, 24 hours, 48 hours, about that. We're going to be hearing all of it. And here we go. We're starting today. Yeah, we're starting today. The window's not even open. I expect within the next day or two for Fabrizio and all the big guys to come out and say that Dembele is going to Chelsea. ES Grimes, as far as I'm concerned, is very well connected. And I see her as completely reliable. And this will be, the silver lining, basically. Because if this deal happens, people will end up going back to ES Grimes and looking at her for legit information. I've been following her not just since last season, but even the end of the season before. And all the info that she puts out, most of it tends to be absolutely nailed on in advance. This is the beauty of it. She tends to let you know in advance before anyone else. It's mad. Anyway, she said that Dembele is done. Done deal. Let's wait and see. 24, 48 hours should be enough time for Fabrizio and the rest of the Mandem to be able to get all of their sources up to speed and realize the information is legit. And if we don't hear anything, then we're just going to have to keep tabs and see what the hell is going on. But anyway, Dembele, is he actually coming to Chelsea? Let's wait and see. She's also mentioned about Koulibaly. And she's had this to say, so let's check this out. The most influential one in the Koulibaly case to Chelsea is Demba Ba. He's advised him to reject Barca, PSG, or else to sign at Chelsea. Demba regrets publicly accusing ex-PSG Thomas Tuchel of blaming Başakşehir players for the racism storm. Sometimes it's hard to swallow the vomited accusations. This was in response to a quote saying that you need to have patience in order for all of this to be done. Koulibaly will be as easy as Mendy because Mendy is already there. And it's actually a very good point on a Senegalese level. And there was a report at the beginning of last month, so at the beginning of May, there was a report from Demba Ba himself who'd come out and said publicly that he wants Koulibaly to go to Chelsea. And I can understand that because Demba Ba, Senegalese, has played for Chelsea. He's had some good moments there. He was very well appreciated. I remember that PSG goal. Fantastic. But I went bonkers at that. But he's obviously going to advocate for Koulibaly. We have Edouard Mendy, who's Senegalese at Chelsea. He would definitely be going, hey, Koulibaly, yo, what are you saying? Do you want to come? Come on, man, come to Chelsea. Come to Chelsea. It's all good. I'll be in goal. I'll be right behind you. It's all good. Very easy to acquire. If Napoli are willing to let him go for a decent fee. And I think this time they actually are, and ADL's not going to be playing any stupid games like we've seen previously. So let's wait and see. But the signs are looking good. And Dembele, look, personally, I think when you look at his performances at Barcelona this season, you have to acknowledge that this is legit. But he has to stay fit. This is the key here. He has to stay fit, and he has been under Xavi. For months, he hasn't been injured. So this is a good sign. As long as Chelsea can keep that momentum up and keep that injury form up, then we're all good. So fingers crossed it ends up playing exactly that way. Let's move on to Lukaku very briefly. We have some information here coming from Italy. Check this out. According to Tuttosport, Chelsea are keen for Lukaku to join Bayern Munich instead of Inter Milan, as it would aid their pursuit of Robert Lewandowski. This has obviously been quoted by Sempre Inter, who have quoted Tuttosport in their article. This would be a very interesting one. Now, I don't know, because we already know that Lukaku's lawyers trying to find some sort of way for him to go back to Inter Milan. Bayern Munich letting go of Lewandowski. He's already made it public. He wants to leave. He's like, I'm not staying here any longer. I want to leave Bayern Munich. Cool. This would actually help everyone. Lukaku to Bayern Munich, he'd be playing, be a replacement. We're getting rid of Lukaku, we need a replacement. Lewandowski, thank you very much. Everyone's a winner. Inter Milan, though, Inter Milan just need to understand that when it comes to this, they might just have to cough up a little bit more money than they'd be happy to. In terms of wages, in terms of money down the line, if we can agree installments, if we can agree a decent fee and all of that. So we'll wait and see. There was a report from The Athletic, from Simon Johnson today, saying do not be surprised if Inter at the end of the day just can't afford to do all of this and Lukaku just has to stay for one season at least. So that article actually said that it seems like Lukaku will eventually go. If it's not now, eventually they'll probably find some sort of way. But it would mean him sticking around for maybe a season. So I don't want that. Personally, I don't want that. I'm not a fan of it. But let's wait and see what happens. Now, we got signs being dished out by Pedro Almeida, Portuguese transfer insider. Let's check what he's got to say. He put this out. Very cryptic. French flag, blue, hourglass. What have you got to make from that then? Well, he's then come out and said a couple of things since that point. Check this out. He's confirmed Antonio Rudiger has joined Real Madrid as a free agent. That's an official statement from Real Madrid, and we will come on to that next. But he's also said the situation of Paul Pogba and Ousmane Dembele have changed. This is in response to this, where he's put out a tweet on the 10th of May saying Pogba and Dembele looking like heading to PSG. That situation has changed. I'm not surprised because I'm pretty convinced Pogba will be going to Juventus. Mr. Return FC, Mr. I come back all the time, left Man United, go to Juventus, come back to Man United, and then come back to Juventus. I wouldn't be surprised if he signed for United a third time at the end of his career. We'll wait and see. But in the confirmation of the whole Rudiger to Real Madrid, he's also mentioned Dembele, and the situation has changed. At the same time, funnily enough, that we're hearing that Dembele has actually agreed a deal at Chelsea. So, the timing, is it a coincidence, or is it legit? And Dembele is actually coming to Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea FC. We'll wait and see. Let's see who's going to come first, because that French flag, blue representation could also mean Koundé. And we know that is definitely happening. If Koundé doesn't sign for Chelsea, pigs will start flying. That's how sure. I mean, I would be surprised if you can even put a bet on it, because everyone and their mother knows Koundé's coming to Chelsea. It's done. So, yeah. Anyway, Rudiger has officially joined Real Madrid. This is the confirmation from Real Madrid. Reunidos de nuevo. I don't know if I've butchered that, but anyway, basically saying, I guess saying reunion between Hazard and Rudiger, and nice for them to show a Chelsea picture, trying to claim their point that Chelsea have become Real Madrid's feeder club. No, we haven't, but it looks like that. I know it does. I don't want it to be like that, but I don't know. Maybe the next person to leave Chelsea Football Club will be going to Real Madrid. I mean, they've taken Courtois, they've taken Eden Hazard, now they're taking Rudiger. Who's next? Who's on the Pulisic? Do you want Pulisic? Do you want Timo Werner? Timo Werner to Real Madrid, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point down the next 2-3 years, Real Madrid just have an ex-Chelsea team. I wouldn't be shocked. But anyway, I mean, they even want Reece James. You're not getting that. Real Madrid, no. There's a line here, yeah? There's a line. Don't cross it, yeah? We're allowing you to have a few players here and there. You can get on with your business, good luck, and win the Champions League and all that. I mean, we even gave you our Champions League. I mean, you won that, fair enough. But we're the previous winners. We've technically got to hand it over to you. We've done that, so appreciate it. Don't come after Reece James. Don't start flirting with that either. You won't get a nice response. Anyway, talking about ex-Chelsea, I spoke about Pogba yesterday and Lingard leaving Man United. Well, we've got Juan Mata, who's also leaving today. This is the latest. Juan Mata, Spain midfielder, will leave Manchester United on a free transfer. I feel bad about Mata, man, because he was such a talent. And then he went to United. Now, some people will blame Jose. Some people will just... do you remember that whole time of Mata, Oscar, Hazard? And it was a case of Oscar was actually outperforming Juan Mata at that time. But everyone knew Mata's potential and his ability because he'd won Player of the Year not long before. So it was a case of, what do we have to get rid of one? But we ended up getting rid of Mata. And since he went to Man United, he's just not fulfilled what everyone expected. Mata could have ended up being on that same level as, I want to say, Iron Robin. You know, similar style, left foot, deadly. At Chelsea, was phenomenal. Went to United and it's just not worked. And now he's 34, end of contract. I mean, where's he going now? He'll probably go back to Spain. But free agent, Juan Mata, 34 years old. I wouldn't be surprised if he just called it a day. I mean, who are you going to play for? I checked his value, funnily enough, on Transfer Market. 2 million. This guy was like, he got bought for, I think it was 40 odd million at the time when he left to Man United in 2014. He's worth 2 million now, man. I mean, it's sad. It's just a sad story. Juan Mata had so much more about him that, you know, it's shame it's just ended like this. He's just phased out. He's just fizzled and it's just dead. You know, it's weird. But Juan Mata leaving Man United on a free. I have to say, there's also the news of Perisic signing for Tottenham. Next season is going to be very interesting. And I want to say this to the Chelsea fans as well as the non-Chelsea fans. But if you're supporting a team that's at the top end of the table, you've got to keep your eye out. Because I think Manchester United are going to have an entire revolution. You've already seen Pogba is leaving on a free. Lingard is leaving on a free. Mata is leaving on a free. There's rumours flying about players that could be joining, like a De Jong, for example. It looks like Ten Hag has already put his blueprint in front of everyone at Man United and going, we're doing it this way. Start working now. And they're making moves. So let's see what they do in the transfer window. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being better. I'm not saying they're going to end up fighting for the title and whatnot. I don't think they will, but I think they will be in contention to finishing in the top 4 next season. Ten Hag will get work done. Ten Hag will play a brand of football that Man United are very happy with. Their fans will be happy with. But can they keep up? It's going to be work to do. But it looks like they're heading in the right direction. Similar can be said for Antonio Conte. Although I do want to say this. Antonio Conte looks like he's getting back for now. And I stress for now. Right? He's getting Perisic. He might get maybe a couple of other signings through the door. Next season, you might actually see Tottenham do well. But will it eventually implode at Tottenham with Antonio Conte? Because let's remember, when Antonio Conte joined Chelsea, it was all flying colours for the first season and it looked fantastic. And even then, he was backed to an extent. I mean, funnily enough, yes, that window after we won the title didn't go very well. But we still ended up splashing how much money on Morata. We bought Rudiger. We got Giroud, alongside some other catastrophic signings. Let's not even talk about that. But we signed Drinkwater and Remlo and Bakayoko. And anyway. But we were active. Are Tottenham going to be active for him, for exactly who he wants? Or are they just going to be active to just try and fill in the gaps with the mistake that Chelsea made back then? That's where Conte will either be happy or he will explode. And then everything will fall apart. So let's wait and see what's going to happen in his second season at Tottenham. But I have to say, you've got to watch your rear view mirror. And you've got to look at what's behind you. Tottenham will be strong next season. So Chelsea, everyone looking to try and compete. Even City and Liverpool, if they want to stay at the top. Got to make sure they're doing their business and they're doing it correctly. So this transfer window is going to be very key and very interesting. Let's see how it all pans out. But let me know your thoughts down below on Dembele. Do you think it's a done deal? Do you think it's happening? Or do you not? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. On top of that, Koulibaly, do you think we will eventually go for Koulibaly as well? Let me know. Lukaku to Inter, do you think that will happen or do you think he'll stay? And obviously for the rest in terms of, the Rudiger going to Real Madrid. Good luck, Rudiger. Juan Mata and your thoughts on him and his career and the way it's all gone. Let me know all your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear it. But thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. And I will see all of you. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled. I might not upload tomorrow. Just to let you know. I might. Who knows? But keep your eyes peeled. If you've hit the notification bell, you will know. If not, Saturday, 100%. But I might or might not see you tomorrow. And if I don't, I'll see you Saturday. So have a good one, people. See you then. Take care. And peace.